Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 6th March 2024. In this video, let us generate bullish and bearish trade setup for monthly income trade and a weekly income trade. Even before that, a small announcement please. If this is your first visit to our channel, please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action, and all the training lessons can be accessible from our YouTube channel. So from home page, you scroll down to the playlist Supply Demand Zone Price Action course and click on this playlist. You will be able to access all the training lessons. I have also provided the link to this playlist in this YouTube video description. You please click on the link, you will get into this page. Then scroll down to the bottom of this page. Here, starting from lesson 1.1, all the training videos are available in an order. So please go through all these lessons one by one and strengthen your skills. I have also provided the link to our Telegram channel in this YouTube video description. Please join there, it will be useful to you. Each time when we release a new video, we will provide an update in the channel. Now let's get into report generation with the help of NeoStock software's supply demand zone top-down analysis strategy builder. We are going to generate 4 different reports: bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, bearish trade setup for monthly income trade, again bullish trade setup for weekly income trade, and bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. So out of these 4, first let's start with bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. For monthly income trade, your lower time frame zone, LTF zone, is daily. Your lower time frame zone is nothing but entry time frame. So entry time frame is daily. Because it is bullish trade setup, entry zone should be demand zone. And in bullish or bearish trade setup parameter on daily time frame, I am selecting bullish. And let us click on this top-down strategy. You will get the complete list. But you will get a very big list because at present market is at all-time high. So that is the reason why we will reduce the list by setting some filters. The first filter is we don't want pierced zones, we don't trade. So that is the reason why I want to set pierced count as 0. We have a parameter, the last parameter in this space, pierced count in daily time frame, the minimum value and maximum value I am setting to zeros. Apart from that, I also want to set my minimum reward between demand zone and supply zone should be 3%. The minimum reward, that is nothing but minimum range from daily demand zone to daily supply zone or daily demand zone to all-time high, it should be minimum 3%. So I set the value 3 here. In this parameter, I set the value 3. Apart from that, let us also find the zones very close to the demand zone. If they are very close, there are higher chances that tomorrow itself we will get an entry. So that is the reason why I am using this parameter, maximum price percent to reach the zone. So I am setting the value 1. 1 indicates 1%. That means within 1% to our entry daily demand zone. Our entry zone is a daily demand zone. Within 1%, today's prices should have been closed. So such kind of stocks I want to know. See, currently 6 stocks are 1% close to the daily demand zone. If any of these stocks give an entry tomorrow, you will get a trade. But the thing is, all these zones already gave an entry. See here, all the demand zones. All the demand zones in this list, they already gave an entry. Probably today or yesterday they might have given you an entry. Look into India Cement. India Cement has given an entry today. This is the second entry because it is a high liquidity zone. This is a daily entry. This is currently supporting bullish trade setup. So if you want fresh zones, you can't get from this list. So that is the reason why let us increase the percentage to 2%. Within 2% close to the demand zone, any stocks. So the maximum price percent to reach the zone, I am changing 1% to 2%. So 11 stocks are filtered. Your OFS is a fresh zone. That's it. That is the only one. Only demand zone. And the final list, let us see within 3%. How many stocks are there? That means if the price is down by 3% tomorrow, we will get an entry. So maximum price percent to reach the zone, I am changing from 2% to 3%. So you got 22 stocks. So from this list, you can filter the stocks. And if you get an entry tomorrow, maybe some stocks, if not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you may get. That possibility is also. But you should keep an eye on these stocks, because you never know when you get an entry. The moment you get the entry, immediately you have to hold the stock. And moreover, don't forget, this is not intraday trades, right? These are all WIT trades and MIT trades, that is weekly income and monthly income. That means you are planning to hold for a week to 1 month time period, depending on the income trade. Okay, this is about bullish trade setup. Now let me go back and generate bearish trade setup. So entry time frame is daily, and bearish trade setup for monthly income trade, it should be supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup and daily time frame, I am selecting bearish, and the stocks will be very little. I mean, little means small in size. So I don't want to set any filters except one filter. Pierced count should be 0, because we don't trade on the pierced zones. I am setting the pierced count as 0. So in this parameter, daily time frame, I am setting the value 0, 0. Now let's filter. You have only one stock. See, we've been looking into this stock for a long period, for several days. To get an entry, it should get into 526 rupees, but it is at 473. Okay, anyway, we have only one stock, and it is not near to the supply zone. Now let us generate reports for weekly income trade. First we will start with bullish trade setup. For weekly income trade, the entry time frame is 75 minutes. And weekly income trade, bullish trade setup, entry zone should be demand zone. And in bullish or bearish trade setup parameter, now you have to select 75 minutes time frame. There you need to select bullish. And we will set parameters, because the list will be very big. The first parameter is pierced count should be 0. This time you have to set pierced count to 75 minutes. So 75 minutes minimum and maximum, I am setting the value zeros. And next parameter is minimum range, that is nothing but reward. At least a minimum reward 2% we will expect. 75 minutes demand zone to 75 minutes supply zone. Or 75 minutes demand zone to all-time high. Minimum 2% reward should be there. And apart from that, very closest to the zone, we will filter. So that is maximum price percent to reach the zone should be 1% at 75 minutes time frame. That means within 1% near to the 75 minutes demand zone, only those stocks will be listed. So currently 6 stocks are there. 1% close to the 75 minutes demand zone. So if any of these stocks price is down by 1% tomorrow, you will get an entry. So now let's go back. We will generate one more report within 2% to the 75 minutes demand zone. I am changing 1% to 2%. Let us see, we will get even bigger list. So you got 12 stocks. I think this is good enough for us. If the price is down by 2% or 1%, some of these stocks will get the trade. Okay, now the last report, bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. So entry time frame should be 75 minutes. Because it is bearish trade setup, entry zone should be supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup parameter at 75 minutes time frame, let us select the value bearish, and we don't set any filters except pierced count should be 0. So in this last parameter pierced count at 75 minutes, this is 75 minutes, there we will set 0, 0, minimum 0, maximum 0. Now let us filter the stocks. So at present you have only 3 stocks currently that are supporting bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Look into the reward. Some stocks are not having any reward. Zero reward indicates both demand zone and supply zone are overlapped with each other. So you should be very careful such kind of stocks. See, some stocks are, you have reward is only 1.4, but see the risk 2.4, more risk is there. More risk, the advantage is if you fine tune the zone, if you take a deep entry, then more reward you will get. Your risk will be minimized, the reward will be improved. That way you can plan the trades. You already learned how to fine tune the zone. I explained in lesson 16. If you have completed lesson 16, you know the techniques. Using the technique, your reward will be improved, risk will be reduced. So this is about bullish and bearish trade setup for monthly income trade and weekly income trade. Hope these reports will be helpful to you for your further study and analysis. So let us all meet again in our next video. Thank you.